After the decision to rescind DACA was met with an immediate backlash, this tweet came out of the White House last night. Congress now has 6 months to legalize DACA, something the Obama administration was unable to do. And if they can't, I will revisit this issue. So, of course, he got in his thanks Obama thing. I don't know why he is obsessed with Obama. Obama's not the president, but that's neither here nor there. But does this mean he's rethinking his decision to end DACA? What's happening?
No. He wants both. He wants to look like a compassionate person, that he cares. I love the Dreamers. You heard that.
Right.
And then he has to appeal to his base that wants the Dreamers out of here. So he doesn't know which way to go. That's his problem.
But his base actually,
he only lives to be adored by his base.
But
that's what he loves.
Don't you want someone that is a person of conviction? Because in 2011 on Fox and Friends, he really, I think he compassionately defended the Dreamers, right? He said, you have people in this country for 20 years. They've done a great job. They've done wonderfully. They've gone to school. Now we're supposed to send them out of the country. So is that his real position, or is his real position?
That was before Bannon got a hold of him.
I don't think he really understood what he was saying when he first sent it out. I don't think he understood there was deportation involved, that they would be eligible to be deported. Like, I don't know. I think there was a complexity to this that he didn't grasp, and I think that's why he came out later. Because it's the first time I've sensed a little genuine quality.
This new tweet.
Well, not with the tweet. His tweets never seem like that's not where I'm speaking. But when you hear him talk, when he speaks of DACA, it's some of the few times I've heard him sound like he cares, and I believed him.
Oh, don't believe it.
No, Joy, I'm as critical as the next person. Is the first time I've actually seen him say, like, I don't think he understands, and I think he has the wrong people in his ear. So what's happening is I think he's listening to the wrong people, and if he got some immigration scholars, people that understand the complexities, and stopped with the Steve Bannon and Steve Bannon and Stephen Miller, he's got to change who he's listening to.
I think he actually supports keeping what's in place right now. I think what he's saying is this was a temporary structure. President Obama did admit as well, this is a temporary structure.
Yes, we said that
President doesn't have the authority to make this type of policy. And I think he's saying, Congress, go handle this as you were supposed to do a long time ago. But he also has state attorneys general, several of them, I think it's 10 of them, suing and saying, this is not constitutional. This needs to be fixed by Congress. We are going to sue you. You have Jeff Sessions heading the Justice Department coming out and saying, we're not going to defend it.
So but then why not put Congress's feet to the fire?
He is. That's what I think.
No. So if he had come out himself and said, listen, Congress, this is what I need done, and this is why I need it done, because these guys are doing this and this and this. It's your job to do this. Instead, you send out Jeff Sessions, who, it's just like, come on.
But the tweet says, I mean, should he be tweeting this? No, but it says Congress now has 6 months, there's a 6-month period to legalize DACA, which, by the way, was absurd because he's telling them what to do. So all the negotiating power of the people in Congress who wanted border security thrown in or something thrown in, he just undermined, but that's a separate point.
But to the point that he cares about immigrants, last week, he pardoned an immigrant hater basher, Sheriff Arpaio.
Yeah.
So don't tell me that the only immigrants he loves are the ones he can marry, if you want my opinion.
Well, oh,
I'm sorry. That went too far, I guess.
Listen, I think he's hiding behind this notion of legality. I think he's hiding behind the notion that he wants Congress to make it legal. President Obama came out yesterday, and we haven't heard a lot from 44, unfortunately, but what we did hear yesterday, he said, my administration acted to lift the shadow of deportation from these young people. We did so based on the well-established legal principle of prosecutorial discretion. He said the action taken today isn't required legally, it's a political decision and a moral question. That's what we heard from President Obama.
Yes.
So that's what the issue is.
But President Obama put that into place knowing and
he's
admitting
not, but he's
temporary.
But he's not the president anymore. So let's get the guy who's supposed to be doing the job to decide what's going to happen.
But he has no balls. I agree with you. Trump is saying
he has no balls. I'm sorry, because for me, when if you're gonna do this, I mean, I'm getting tired of him throwing Obama in every time. Obama's not the president. Miss Clinton didn't become the president. That's your job. So it's your job not to tweet it, but to come out out and say, hey, not to say, you know, last week, well, I'll think about it. Maybe I'll tell you on Thursday. No, I'm going to tell you on Monday. No, I'm going to tell you on Tuesday. Don't do that. Tell us what you want, and then tell Congress what they need to do.
I read this as him doing exactly that. If
No,
he
that's
had stepped
him
up
hiding
and said
behind Twitter and
unilaterally,
stuff.
if Trump
I'm
had
just
stepped up
campaigning.
unilaterally and said, this is what I'm doing on immigration, everyone would be saying, this is an imperial president, he's overstepping separation of powers. What he's saying is, this was temporary. It's still temporary. I'm rescinding it. I'm putting
Why
pressure
bring
on
it up in
Congress
the middle
to do
of
their
two
job.
hurricanes?
But
Is
why
what we'd
send,
like to know.
Also, why
Yes.
send
Because he's getting sued. Because he's getting sued by 10 state attorneys
But
general.
may I point out that two of those attorney generals, one is in Texas, one is in Louisiana, and their states are about to be underwater.
Yeah.
So realistically, if you know you're in the middle of not just two hurricanes, but who knows what else is coming through, you know, you might not want to put this kind of tension on people who are trying to figure out, okay, my
Especially
house
people
is
close to
underwater
the
and
border.
we're just, you know.
Use it. Come out and shame them. Come out in public and say, these are the 9 attorney generals from these states that are pressuring me. Anyone can get on board on me putting this off for a while. We've got bigger problems here where we need to get all hands on deck. But I think if he had done something like that, everyone could say, you're right.
That's a good
But the
point.
problem
Yeah.
is also that you have internal pressure of wanting a border security bill, of wanting this immigration problem. You've had people on the left and right for years talking about, we need to solve this immigration problem. We need
But
comprehensive
we didn't see
immigration
these hurricanes
reform.
coming. Like these are coming right
didn't.
And
now.
But if
also,
you're
may
the
I
president of the United
put
States
in,
and you
may
get
I
sued
put in,
and
may
all these issues, you said,
may I
okay,
He's used to
Congress,
being
may I
sued.
put
He's
in-
used to being sued.
He's just saying, Congress, do
Sued
your
all the
job.
time.
He can say that, and it would be great if they did their job, but you know, Congress has had a long time to take care of this,
Agreed.
and they didn't do it.
I agree.
Okay? They made the choice not to do it because they wanted it to become like this. This is what they wanted. So now, Congress, it's in your court.
Good job.
I don't know how long you're going to be in office. But you know, because people are watching. They're watching how you're dealing with stuff. So, you know, the people will speak. But you better do something soon,
But
honey.
aren't there several bills in front of Congress right now that are capable of doing this job? and
Yes,
taking care of it?
they could have done this
Exactly.
ages ago.
So they don't
and
even
they
need 6
chose
months.
not to.
Yes.
They chose not to. Because, of course, anything that Obama did, you know, we're going to make him a one-term president. We're not going to give him any help.
But doesn't there seem to be some kind of a movement to keep people who will vote against them out of the country? I mean, this is a group of people, probably Democrats. They don't want them here. They don't want anybody
You
here who's
have
not
the
going to vote for
majority
them.
of people.
We'll be right back.